Starting off, I'll be cutting the tips of the potatoes and then following up by cutting them about 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch thick. We want everything to be uniform so that way they cook evenly. I'm gonna speed it up a bit for y'all so you're not just sitting here watching me cut potatoes. And then I even threw in a little ASMR for you folks who just like the sounds. And voila, we got cut potatoes all cut perfectly. I'm going to season them with some salt, black pepper, cover them with olive oil so they don't stick to the pan. I know the pan is non-stick, but once you see the rest of the video, you'll understand why you need to add plenty, because I didn't add enough. And also, you might see a bit of a jump in the video, because I had forgotten to add the parsley, so I went back, added that, and then we're just gonna make sure everything is thoroughly coated. And once you got every quarter of potato covered, then we're gonna pop that bad boy in the oven. Moving on to these 2 beautiful thick cut New York strips, I'm adding garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper. Before recording this video, I had already had the steaks dry brining with salt, so there's no need to add any more during this step. And just a little bit of an FYI, I do not measure my seasonings. I just go until the ancestors tell me to stop. But you want to make sure you have a nice even layer of seasoning across your steaks so that way you get a nice, beautiful sear. And please do not forget to cover all sides of your steaks. You're not going to see me cover much of the fat because the fat doesn't hold any seasonings and we're going to be rendering it out anyway. But yes, definitely season all sides, both sides of your steak. Right here in a pan, I got some olive oil getting warm. And as you can see, I'm searing the fat cap. Want to get that nice and crispy, golden brown. And you want to sear the fat cap for a good 30 to 45 seconds. I don't necessarily like eating the fat on a steak, but there are some people who prefer to, and to each their own. You want to lay your steaks down. I patted them so that way it gets a nice even sear, and we're going to let it cook for about 4.5 to 5 minutes on both sides. I didn't get that perfect crust that I was looking for, but you know what? Perfection is perceptive, so it still came out great. Now this part can be fun, but also for my impatient people, it could be a bit much. So if you don't want to do this part, you do not have to, but I love basting my steaks once they get closer to the end of cooking. So as you can see, I got 3 garlic cloves and some butter, and I'm going to baste that for a good 2 to 3 minutes. Now, not everybody likes to have their steaks medium to medium rare how I do, so I had to pull out that thermometer just to make sure everything is up to temp. As you can see, that one is mine, so I was looking for that to be about 125 degrees, and the other one, I need that to be 130. And the temperature will rise during this entire process as well as during the resting period. So while our steaks are cooking, let's take a peep at the potatoes. Looking nice. I topped them off with a little bit of butter, garlic, and some more parsley. I'm going to let them finish baking while the steaks rest. And then we get to slicing. As you can see, I'm only showing me slicing one of the steaks, but it's the same process with both of them. And once you completed slicing, we're going to move the steaks over to the plate. Voila, those potatoes we've been waiting for are finally ready to be taken out the oven and plated. I topped the steaks off with some homemade chimichurri, and unfortunately, no, I do not have a recording of me making it. However, I will drop the recipe in the description below. Bon appetit, it is time to eat. Give this recipe a try yourself and let me know how it turns out. And that tiny subscribe button, don't forget to hit that pre-leave. Thank you.